His teammates rotate around through the spawn and enters, jumps back around the barrel. We get a little jiggle peek, a little bait and switch, and then the first headshot finally connects. Hobbit's able to keep the man advantage, and they do, of course, allocate a man to the back of the bomb site. That's Shiro playing it quietly. So if his teammates can get kills easily like this, hell, he's never going to have to come into the mix. Gambit, take round one.
That was more of a classic round on Mirage, and that's the trap with Gambit. And here they find the opening kill, and the default rush goes down. They know Config is nearby. Flash will come out. Config is rotating in. They think he's over on Cat. He might be able to sneak a kill in here. He flashes through, gets over to Van, and also gets his kill. So sneaky, but Inters trades him immediately.
Yeah, still gives a bit of space for Blame to come out from market. Then he's caught by Nafany.
That was a really big rest from Blame, but it's a situation where they're already down a player. That bomb goes down, and he's in market. They probably lost. JKS.
That's the head-to-head I wanted to see.
Well, all right, we've got a spot inside the B site. Just players with Eagles. Can't say just Eagles, I guess. A lot of good damage coming out.
2021, dude. Eagles. The hand cannons are successful alongside JKS on the M4. Look at this. Config staying alive back on bench. Axile's trying to get his eyes inside, but with the CTs moving all around these pillars, they have found sanctuary for a moment. Hobbit comes up from Catwalk, killing one, and then the prolonged spray to the Deagle swap. 8 seconds. Time is of the essence, and yet Hobbit remains ever present, and then drops bomb because JKS lingered long enough, and Axile cleared. Is that after time? He still has 4.1.
They aren't going to molly the end of Balk, and it looks like they aren't going to expect he's here either. One runs by. It's always a risk.
Yeah, and he gets traded after getting his one singular kill. Axile's got position, but Shiro has to give up what could have been a post plant in order to bring down the bomb. Molotov on windowsill, and the grenade comes soaring back. But that kill towards Cat is crucial. Shiro's going to take a bit of damage on the bomb site, and because Config missed what seemed to be that window jump, he's going to have to take the long route. Now, he's going to make that contact right now versus Axile. Drops the op shot, but it's op, the op, and through smoke, Config kills him. Shiro has the back. No scope to blame. But who's to blame if Config can't clutch this? That's the question Shiro's left asking as he peeks around the site, eats the flash, and has to hesitate only a moment longer. Config, no scope to the forehead of Shiro, and complexity tie at 4.
Before the game started, Config wrote in chat.
And he's present yet again. He sees the feet, same situation, predicts the peak, and gets both this time. Could even go one better. 3 kills from the Australian as Poison claws one off connector. It's Axile to the 1v4. 20 seconds to spare. Bomb in front of him. Do still have time, but they're not going to use it. Op shot misses from Config. We've got T's starting to hit the dirt. Double op inside the bomb site, and it's going to net them nothing unless Config can pull off the most miraculous of aces, which is just simply impossible at that point.
And Config is trying to find that gap, but it actually is not at mid. Wow, walking late to the top of mid, and the late flash like they've done in the past is on the correct timing. Just make them just uncomfortable enough. They feel like they need to go and get something back, and as soon as they try it, they get stuffed at the goalpost.
Inters. That's ratty, man.
Just switches on the burst while walking around.
Look at this. You're done for. You could even knife him.
No one's going to clear this.
Yeah. No need to. Don't let yourself die foolishly. Bomb's going to be able to hit that A site as they just caught the player getting aggressive. Sure enough, there it is. So another round where I feel like Gambit just comfortably cranked the dial on the pressure cooker. MGs in abundance. They walk out down ramp, and Shiro... who plays there?
Well, they added that part of the map they didn't think anyone was going to stand on.
And yet here Shiro
2021 said hello.
5 versus 3. Turned... Ooh, 3v3. Config gets a kill top mid, while Rush MP9's down Shiro.
Huh.
There's still plenty of time for Gambit to recover this. Ooh, but now... now they've managed to get back into the man advantage. Really banking that they don't come clear him. He peeks. Oh no. Just the scout for Poison, and
they'll always make you regret it.
Utility and abundance. Poison's gonna get blocked. Oh, but he gets Inters. He hits him and pushes Nafany into a clutch. Mohan, where's your bet? We've got a split between the CTs.
I'm betting CT. I mean, come on. I got
Nafany. Oh, what's his move, man? He's been given a little bit of time, a little bit of space.
This is the catch-all play.
Yeah. Oh my god, Poison jumps on Ticket.
Oh,
But Nafany doesn't know, and
There it
Config
is.
hits him from behind, arrives in time. By the connector smoke, and we see Complexity commit to the A hit, playing heavy into jungle. Shiro tucks to the corner, and Config's gonna get the better of him, but here comes Hobbit, silently out from connector. He's been covered by JKS. Nafany through the murder hole, and Rush has his trade. But the trades upon trades leave us here. Axile's gonna make a lot of sound, and Blame F creeps up from the underpass like a troll to get himself into the man advantage, but he doesn't go connector. Instead, he tries to go top mid, and that pushes him into a position where Inters can fight him. JKS
Here's a kid.
hiding as far back as he has to. And Inter's gonna try to commit to this stick. JKS, no!
Jeez. He was actually moving his head around. I mean, that was...
Shiro's dropped to 13 health, and that could be the softening up on the A site that they need. Blame F, great timing onto Nafany. Shiro's going to be intimidated to peek here. He's so little health, but they have that counter-terrorist still tucked back sight. Hobbit could say goodnight and put this round to bed, but instead, Config jumps over, hits the headshot, and Rush gets traded, sure enough. So Gambit could still contest this. Inters tries to rush in and stop that bomb plant, but Poison's got a couple, and Complexity lead by 2 now.
It's technically, you know, the other side of the map's a little bit weaker with such a far rotation, but Rush makes his way out. Oh, there's a good flash, and Fence is dead. Axel comes out for the trade. Now his position is known. Well, he'll find a second duel. Of course he will. Another headshot.
Poison smoked off, can't quite come through yet. This is going to give Blame F a chance to actively flank, but I believe it's being held from CT spawn. So Poison landing that shot's doing a good job of, you know, keeping these B players occupied. And the rotate slowed down because of Blame's play. Poison on for the 1v4 with 2 opponents tagged, but little time. That's the biggest issue. Really, at this point, no time at all. He peeks outwards for the market kill, and that's what puts him to the crossfire.
Hero's last spotted here.
Config's ramp movement, not enough to get Shiro off the angle.
And he just has all his nades right.
Feels like because he kills Poison, he's super wary of there being more. It's not just that solo JKS lurk, but there's 2 instances off of Config and Blame F that kind of bring Complexity back into the round.
I think Shiro...
It's the lack of health I worry about.
I feel like Shiro knows exactly who is here. Look how careful he's being about this peak. But that smoke's going to come up. He's going to try to find the timing. Oh! Config tries to mask the drop with his shot. But look at Shiro rotating all around. Comes through the ladder under Balk. Now the last rotation is actually quite far away.
Blame F really bringing this round back into fruition with that late bottom play.
Yeah. I guess the bomb is planted opposite default here.
Blame F's exposed.
It looks like, yeah, he'll have the ability to spot one. Molly under Balk. Oh, that was such an important kill. JKS hits him in the air.
We saw an A commit versus 5 USPs that was costly. And these guys have more than USPs. Shiro's Deeg starts things off. Config comes out from Palace, and the CZ from Hobbit gets compromised because Config commits. He creates that space, all the space he needs, but he doesn't check his corner. That's an AK offered to Nafany.
And CT control with a player coming in behind them.
Poison. Oh, he misses his shot. There's 2 counter-terrorists ahead, and he gets burned out into the open. Rush's back's exposed, but he does slip onto the staircase. He gets the first towards Ticket, but Nafany, the difference maker in this 23rd round. Shiro looking for connector kills, but nothing comes his way just yet, and he starts to look elsewhere. That could give timing to Blame F, we'll see. Poison's been able to get himself out towards the Tetris boxes, and Hobbit is actually caught because Poison pushes close. Blame F gets the better of the timing. We still have the Jungle Man and Nafany, but he now dies, and we've got Complexity into the 2v2. Blame F predicts the peek from Cat, but can't kill him, and the bomb does go down. Blame F on minimal HP. Axile's got him. Oh, that Cat peek. Tons of damage between both.
He has to think about connector as well as window. There's no way for his teammates to support him here, but he wants to be able to get the information right away, and he takes out Blame F on this lurk, looking for a timing. There's no distraction to pull his attention away, and JKS now feels like he has to take command of the situation and will try to swing. He does find the kill, but trades are not going their way.
No, JKS gets killed from Nafany, and Inters comes in from Catwalk to close it. Couple pieces of utility, really not a stupendous buy. Axile over top of the smoke, has Nafany to lend a helping hand, and this is Gambit across the kill feed. Down to the 2v5 immediately. The mid clamp. How many times have we seen Complexity been offered over that bottom mid control, that catwalk crawl, only to be held back with total resistance here in the 28th. And Shiro dropping the bomb carrier. They know exactly what's going on. Gambit closing on Mirage. And when we're talking 16-14 is the previous score, you know, every single one of these rounds is going to count, as it always does. So let's see if Cole can just get that flying start. Never let Gambit in. It's such a tough ask, but when you have pistols like this... As Nafany walks around the tippity top of the ramp with the bomb by his side. Now, Config better be cautious. Or maybe Shiro should be careful. Config
what was that?
Config jumps by the door, but then he jumps up. That's a position that always feels like you never really have to jump up, or sometimes you feel like you're forced to.
He jumps up and gets kills, but it's so dangerous. You're right. It's
Here's
so
the
dangerous.
Oh, no.
Uh-oh. This is the way back into the round. This almost confirms that there's two close by. They had the big flank coming out.
But Nafany gets stuck between two CTs, and now it's Hobbit's turn to attempt his clutch.
Oh, this is interesting, man.
Half health?
This is so possible. Now, they did both cross left, and Blame's giving this kill. Oh, my God.
With all four players here and a health advantage for the T side, it should be Gambit to push through. Rush peeks and nails the double kill. But there's that utility I'm talking about. Frag grenade to drop poison off the bomb site. It's a man advantage, and Rush is on for the ace.
Man, he takes no damage, too. Just that 30 health. And grab both.
Oh, he's got the fourth.
Axile misses. Oh, my God. Almost all five.
Inter's back at it. 46 HP, confirming Config's spot. And JKS could look to slip around. That's exactly what BlameF did last round. An op comes over the boxes, and JKS was posted in position. 5-0 start. Everybody other than Nafany is heading over towards the other side of the map, and him killing poison just to dodge back. Good thing Rush comes out from sandbags to kill it. Hobbit shows presence towards mid. It's JKS that needs to hold this line. He peeks out wide and dies to the hands of Axile. Hobbit gets his attention turned, and that primes Config to get himself onto the kill feed. Now, up close is Inters, and Shiro.
Oh my God.
Scoped as he walks by. Rush could deny the bomb. No, Shiro survives it all. The frag grenade, the A1S doesn't matter. Yeah, good call by Hobbit there. Wow. Use the Molotov and force Config back into a more passive position. Rush's timing could be key as he kills Nafany, and Config is relentless. He is right back at it.
Shiro's got this angle, specifically waiting for this Config peek, and it is coming towards... Oh my God!
Where's the left click?
Are you kidding me?
Hobbit is so deep. He gets the first kill v Config, looks for the second, both the counter-terrorists occupied, and Inter starts to come over top. He sees the player closest to the bomb, poison gone, JKS caught between the last two Ts, and he is done for.
Like you said, we need the full story. Let's take another look at that and try to figure out what it was.
Keeping them honest top mid. Nafany almost looked away, but there's the... Ooh, Config, slide by Deagle. Slide by, slide dog. Config drops. I love... Yes! That is so cool! Let's see if it's all worth it in the end. JKS, single kill. And Shiro still scoped in. As Poison walks right into it. Not gonna happen twice. Hobbit has Config dead to rights, but tip of the hat to Config.
That's all they needed to know right there.
Caught with nades.
Such a nice second push here from BlameF. Dude, Config's HSP is through the roof right now. He is outdueling everybody.
He's
on
15
Gambit.
and 5. Next closest killer on the entire server is Rush with 8. Shiro tagged the base of ladder. Blame leaves. Config bleeds to 19. And JKS holds off the B hit. Config right back at it.
Oh, man. He said in the interview we did. Lots of nades left over after that.
Bomb's coming. Flash for short, now smoked off. That could give a bit of space to the... Oh! Hobbit's just eating that flashbang, and Config comes barreling through it. Now it's a matter of getting past Poison Sniper. All three Ts right there on the ramp. Poison dropped to 39, and still the utility just sails in. It soars forward, enters dead, and Poison pops back up with a second off frag. BlameF there to lock it down. Complexity. Ooh, they don't let off the gas pedal. Oh, but the tracers.
Dangerous.
Yeah.
Oof, yeah.
Bit of a labored spray from Rush.
I think he got some damage in at least.
Yeah, a little bit. They smoke off the bomb first and foremost, and Poison's going to remain occupied with short side. So it's going to be on JKS to take him off of ramp. He's just going to jump on top of this bomb, but he can't quite get his hands on it. Poison's giving cover. JKS, okay, for a second. He was punching in the digits blind.
More kills are happening in these defaults. People are not simply playing back and going for retakes, and BlameF another re-aggression down the rim. He can't find the second kill. Shiro takes him out, keeps the player advantage, rush down to 1 HP. JKS in the site, back turn to Generator, no one to help him out on the stairs. He is completely segregated from his teammates.
Yeah, you'd think he's screwed, but that frag grenade does nothing.
Oh, what a cute position.
Two
Will he
players
get cleared?
Up from stairs already. Oh, and he peeks in. Good cover here from Hobbit. This is going to be the 6th for Gambit, you'd think. No reason to believe that Rush with 1 HP could help Poison in this 2 versus 4. They've got this deep post plant from Hobbit in middle. Yeah, I mean, bro, lock and key. Let's go ahead and concede. Wrap it up. Hobbit closes for Gambit. He is the front runner right away towards this B site, and you know Config can damn well entry. But they've got a player back hidden on quad, and Config's just dodging these flashes right into green. He succeeds. Oh, he got that kill through smoke. JKS is going to be down into the clutch, and he falls. A robbery after Config's first 3.
Yeah, it locks up the CT rotations a little bit unless they want to gamble. The scariest part about, maybe the scariest part about a Gambit is how quick they're willing to gamble. What the hell is that? Hobbit gets an...
Third, very close in tow. Hobbit jumps up, and JKS is going to push his face next to green. 2 kills from JKS. This one's just been opened. Shiro still towards CT spawn. JKS is on for the ace. But he's going to have to deal with the Cyclops and Shiro. Unscopes, sees Rush. Oh, but it's Nafany to come in with the kill, so it needs to be all 5 from the Aussie. And as the counter-terrorists cross towards site, JKS needs to peek into Shiro. He sees him, he nails it, but Nafany, half a damn second, not enough!
Ace! Can they hold their nerve?
Sitting inside the pressure cooker. Will this come out delicious for Complexity, or does Shiro spoil the tastes? He's been able to jump up. Oh, and he predicts JKS! The same spot that JKS last used. Rush, missing shots and about to be pitched from behind. They've done it! Gambit again! But it will not be any easier than it would have just been.
So much money made off of that, Shiro. Another opening kill here.
But they're all here.
A-ramp control. There's 2 CTs perched up on this corner. Shiro can peek when he wants to. He's got a teammate to take attention away from him. Misses the flick. Rush gets both. 3-on-3 situation. Looking for a third is Rush, but he gets denied.
Poison can't find his target. He's fully blind. It falls to JKS yet again. And
Dead on the lurk.
Dies to Axile. Tied game.
On patrol, spotting this. Falls back into the site. Defensive position. Trying to isolate, but Hobbit spots 2 coming into the site.
Inter still. Oh, it's a slaughter. 3 kills straight for Gambit until there's any answer. A 2v5 turned 1v4.
Damn.
Left in the hands of BlameF. Got eyes not on it. Oh, he lines up 2 players. And Nafany, a little HP, throws down the smoke in time to survive. And look at this, counter-terrorists collapsing down upon it. No flank needed when they're doing that wallbang damage. Shiro finding an angle. And you can see how desperate the remaining players of Complexity are.
Nafany is reading the game so well right now. At this point, every single time BlameF tries to do something, they've got the perfect counterplay. There's the flash flank to come in. BlameF with the sole AK, 1v5 situation. No way. Or just hold and let his CT friends here sit and wait. But yeah, eventually he dies 14-11.
Utility in both directions, and CT's stacking this site. All of them ready to hold. But Rush with the headshot, and Shiro's op answers. Axile could catch them off with this, but instead it's Config over the top of that smoke. A 4v2 ensues. 25 seconds to spare. BlameF sticks that bomb plant, and now the retake's truly on. Shiro looking for a godlike clutch.
And BlameF does not spot Nafany over this. Oh, he does find it eventually.
Here's Shiro.
Critical moment.
On the back shelf. now diving behind the sandbags. Remember, he came up empty-handed, but that is a killer headshot, and he's not alone! Hobbit comes out big! 3 kills straight to shut down ramp, and Gambit will take that 15th, unless JKS from middle late with no bomb. But Hobbit all too slick, and Shiro sick angle. They cannot get him out of here. Gambit, 3 kills away from closing Vertigo and stopping Complexity when they damn well thought they had a chance. Shiro's had enough. And Complexity battered and bruised in a 2v5 have no right to continue this second map. But one hell of a series and one hell of a showing from Shiro. He finishes things off. 4 kills on that A site, and despite Complexity's best efforts, it's Gambit to win again.